All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Let me know if you can or cannot. Let me switch to the comments over here. All right, what's going on? OG Dick Riches is here. Brother Martin is here. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. If you can, let me know. If you can't, let me know. Oh, yeah, the intro song was always awesome. The Toxic Crusaders, man. So, yes, we are going to be doing a Toxic Crusaders Wave 1 Busted Open where I bust them, you grade them. Pretty much we'll see how this goes. Because I think that's a little bit better than me always giving my opinion. I'd rather you guys have an opinion as well so that you can give your opinion on whether you want to do it or not. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, so here we are, and we are going to be doing the Toxic Crusaders by Super 7. Now, Toxic Crusaders is like they say is loosely, but it's closely linked to the Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger for me was exceptionally, I mean, it brings back wonderful times for me. Was I supposed to be watching that movie? No, because the Toxic Avenger, created by Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz, they made a lot of B movies that were just like gross, over the top, sex filled and everything like that, but I loved them. I absolutely loved them. I had a great time watching those movies when I was a kid. Things as Kabuki Man, Citizen Toxie, and the Toxic, whether you believe it or not, the Toxic Avenger, he pretty much paved the way for a lot of trauma films. And yes, trauma films were pretty much these very, very low budget films that were created by Lloyd Kaufman. And, like he would pretty much like have anybody in the movie that will work for him. You're telling me that guy couldn't pull out that thing and got it pregnant, man? Come on. Come on. What are you talking about? I can't stop laughing at that vid from the chat. Yeah. But the Toxic Crusaders was just absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And over here, I'm going to share it with you guys real quick and give you a little bio on it, because a lot of people don't know. And no, I have not watched the new, or like the one with Peter Dinklage. I don't even know if it was released or not, but I didn't bother to watch it because it just wasn't my thing. And over here you see Lloyd Kaufman right here. Lloyd Kaufman is the guy who pretty much created Toxie and other films. He did Street Trash, he did Citizen Toxie, he did Kabuki Man, he did Terra Firma, Nukem High. The list goes on. If you want to watch some good, horrible, cheesy camp that's ultra violent and full of sex and everything like that, tune into the trauma movies. They will have you laughing, they will have you gagging, because some of them are extremely violent. Well, all of them are extremely violent, because even the Toxic Avenger was a very violent movie. But I mean, it was amazing how they were able to transform it into a kid-friendly show, which was supposed to pretty much like take on, because Ninja Turtles started dying out a little bit and everything like that. It wasn't losing steam, but it was starting to lose its luster, because you had a lot of shows that were mimicking pretty much the group setting of anthropomorphic, or how can I say, like either they were eco-friendly or anthropomorphic, like superheroes that were out to do good, mutants and so on and so forth. And yes, the toys for the Toxic Crusaders were made by Playmates, the same people who did Ninja Turtles, and I absolutely love them. I still have some, but I'm not going to be showing them in this review, because I would have to go down in the basement and dig them all out and everything, so on and so forth. You can go online. There are other reviewers out there who have done a size comparison and everything with these figures, So I mean, like, you can check it out and everything like that, and see how you like it or not. So over here we have that mop going to be bigger than him. He's going to look crazy. What, the mop is bigger than him? You've seen it already? I don't know. Like, again, like, I'm busting this open as I get it to you guys. Like, let me know if you can hear me well and everything like that, because I got a boom arm and I fixed my mic. All it was the cord. I thought it was like me needing a new mic, and I absolutely love the old-fashioned look of this mic right here. That's the reason why I got it. But yeah, stop screen. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so I mean, like, the list goes on and on. There were 3 people who played the Toxic Avenger. One of them died recently. And then, also want to give a big shout out to Doug Sackman. I'll share him right here. Doug Sackman was the guy who played Kabuki Man. He just recently passed away, and it was kind of sad. So yeah, he played Kabuki Man, and again, Kabuki Man was absolutely hilarious. Now, Out of all the Toxic Avenger films, I think the very best ones was Part One and Citizen Toxie. I love Citizen Toxie. I like them all. I like them all. But I mean, it's not for everyone. You know, I wouldn't suggest that everyone go out there and show these movies to their kids because I wasn't even supposed to be watching it. But my mother couldn't stop me from doing certain things. So, you know, I went and checked it out and everything like that. And me and my boy Fred fell in love with the Toxic Avenger. Everybody in school fell in love with the Toxic Avenger. So, give me a second to get these guys up for you, and I will be right back. Oh yeah, nobody's thinking about that. I'm not thinking about that one with Peter Dinklage or anything like that. Nobody's even thinking about that at all. I know I'm not, because I mean that's not what Toxie stands for. And you know, because Melvin Junko was Toxie. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Sergeant Kabuki Man was the best, wasn't he? Wasn't Sergeant Kabuki Man the best? Absolutely loved Sergeant Kabuki Man. So, like, you know, I'm just trying to give a little backstory on what do you call it? On the Toxic Crusader or the Toxic Avengers and the Toxic Crusaders and so on and so forth. Definitely go check them out if you're a fan of like horror, sci-fi comedy, you know, over the top B movie graphics and special effects, but it's full of gore. All of pretty much all of even Tromeo and Juliet was full of gore, you know. Over here, I'm going to share the Toxic Crusaders with you right there. And this was the Toxic Crusaders, and it only had 13 episodes, but I absolutely loved it when it was out. Um, Toxic Crusaders was pretty much, of course, you know, it was created by Lloyd Kaufman because they say it's loosely tied to the Toxic Avenger, but pretty much the origin story that they showed in the cartoon was, you know, reminiscent of the Toxic Avenger, just without all the over sexualized gore and violence, but it was still there. And I love the toys because the toys were very like gross and gory and everything like that. You know, it had that Muckman and Joe Eyeball spin to it that the Playmates toys was always used to, like one shoe on, one shoe off, or something oozing out of them. And I absolutely loved it. Anything gross and dirty and nasty, I loved it as a kid with the toys and everything like this. And the Toxic Crusaders came out in 1990. And it says right here, a group of mutant fights against the pollution-loving alien Dr. Killamoff in the fictional city of Tromaville. Now, what I really most of all loved about Toxic Crusaders was the fact that he was and Toxic Avenger is that he was from New Jersey, because at that time they was always saying New Jersey is full of toxic waste, New Jersey is dirty, New Jersey stinks, and I didn't care. I love my city, my town, my state, New Jersey. I love Newark, New Jersey. I love New Jersey, period. So, and these are the actors that played the characters within the cartoon series. You had Roger Bremen as Dr. Killamoff. Major Disaster was by Ed Gilbert. Mayor Grody by Chuck McCann. You know, Miss Junko, which was Toxie's mother. You know, these are all the names right here. Yvonne was Kate Sushi, and Psycho was Michael J. Poehler. And I love Psycho because Psycho would be like, what do you think about him becoming a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength? He pretty much would tell the plot of the whole cartoon, and that's what I loved about it. But yeah, you know, that is it for pretty much giving like a small background on the Toxic Avenger over there. And let me start this up right here. And yes, I love Sergeant Kabuki Man. I did too. Sergeant Kabuki Man, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him, man. Like, because I mean, they said he was really sick and everything like that. That mop gonna be bigger. He says the mop is gonna be bigger. Then he's gonna look crazy. Let's hope not. Well, like I said before, that's not my Toxie. So let me know if you can still hear me, if I need to pull the mic closer or not. But if you can hear me very well, then I'll just keep it like this. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me very clearly. Or is it a little bit, should I bring it a little bit closer? He says, I can't stop laughing at the vid from the chat room. Yeah, that was kind of messed up. They got Toxie played by a midget in the reboot, don't they? Yeah. I didn't bother to watch it. I don't even know. I think it was released. That mop going to be bigger than him. He's going to look crazy. And I get what they're saying. Like, anybody could be the Toxic Avenger in certain aspects, but nobody. The Toxic Avenger is supposed to be the Toxic Avenger. You know what I'm saying? And I love the Toxic Avenger. And of course, because of the violent and like adult theme overtone of the, how can I say, the movie, They just named him Toxie, but they called him Toxie in some of the shows, though. You know what I'm saying? In like some of his movies, they call him Toxie. So first up, we are going to start with the package right here. I don't know which figure this is, but we will see. Hopefully it's Toxie right here. Let me move this out the way. Not watching the new Toxic Avenger, not interested in following the story of, I guess. It's just not for me. It's not for me. You know, I could care less if he's a midget or not, but I don't like when they stray too far from the elements. I like a skinny guy being turned into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Yeah, but over here we have the box by Super 7 right here, and it's done in a nice little neon tie-dye look, but it's supposed to mimic like radioactive splashes and everything like that. And it has the original logo that they had within the 90s series right here. It says Toxic Crusaders, and it says right here, over here, as seen on the screen. On the bottom, it says Trauma right here. Trauma right here, Super 7 at the bottom, got a barcode on the side. You got some more little graphics and everything like that. On the back, you have a graphic, and this is a sleeve, and the sleeve slides up to reveal, yay, we pulled out Toxie first to reveal Toxie. And it's in a window box, as you can see. You got Toxie up at the top, Super 7 over in the corner, and you see other stuff within the package. Nice window box. Toxic Crusaders right there. You have the biohazard or the caution of toxic waste going on right there. And it says Crusaders warning, this package contains Toxie, the likable lumpy-headed hero, which is good right there. Liking this on the top, you see it says Toxic Crusaders up on the top right there, and it looks great. Hold on 1 second. Let me put something on real quick. Let me know if the music is too loud, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm going to open this guy up and see what is going on with Toxie. Let me grab my knife. All right, so over here, better yet, I found a pair of scissors. All right, found a pair of scissors. Now, of course, as I always do, whenever I do these live, I always let you grade the action figure. So you get to determine what you feel the action figure is. Now, inside of the box, there is some graphics right here, but I don't think you can pull these out as you can with the G.I. Joes. And we're going to put that over there, all right? And inside of the package, as you know, I always go over the accessories first. So I'm going to pull this out. Wow, it comes chock full of accessories. Okay. Let me make sure I grab this stuff correctly because I don't want to break it or like pretty much lose them. Okay, we got Toxie, we got Blobby. And yes, I used to have this awesome Toxic Avenger shirt, but I think one of my exes stole it from me because it was a pretty nice shirt. When she left, so did the shirt. Put those scissors. Oh, she let you watch him? My mother put it like this. She would tell me not to watch it, but she knew I was gonna watch it. I wasn't one of those kids she really had to like worry about doing stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just didn't like it because it had a lot of sex in it. Like, you know, like all of those trauma films had like a crap ton. And I mean a ton of sex in them. You know what I mean? So my mother, she was like, oh boy. Hercules, real boys have toys. Absolutely, Hercules. Absolutely. I'm just taking my time opening up Toxie for you guys. And I want to show you all of his accessories right here. Because again, like, you know, hey, Shamika, what's going on? Great to see you, baby. Great to see you. Give a big shout out to Hercules Neptune and my mod OG Dick Richards and my other mod, Shamika. We are here. Okay. Now, Super 7 loaded this up with accessories. We're going to see what the quality is like, but from me just touching the figure thus far, it seems like it's crafted very well. I bought a toy, Golem Monster, and he's chilling on my dresser, protecting the room for absolutely. You always got to keep some action figures on your standing up around you to protect you. You know what I'm saying? When the time comes, they'll protect you. In the meantime, they're going to stay still. They're going to do like small soldiers do. Come alive when you're asleep or whatever the case may be. Talk shit about you. You know, introduce the new ones into the fold. Like, what, you're going to be up on this shelf for a pretty long time, buddy. He's going to play with you for maybe like a couple of days, and then you're up on the shelf. All right, so first and foremost, we have this beautiful shield, which says Toxic Crusaders right there, done in a very hard plastic. This you can actually throw at somebody and do some damage. Then you have his canister grenades, his radiation grenades right here. There's 3 of them, all right? Good paint. A little bit of bleeding on it, but that's supposed to be the effect of it being like with ooze and garbage and everything. But as a whole, it has a nice little gunmetal color onto it. It looks real good. Has some sculpting in the handle. On the side right there, you can see it has some sculpting. And there's 3 of these. They're all identical, okay? But as far as like this right here, this is not a sticker. It's not a sticker. Believe it or not, it's not a sticker. It's like it's been painted on there. No, it is a sticker. Look, I see some. Is it? Yeah, it's a sticker, but it's a well-crafted sticker. You know, it's not just flopping over or anything like that. And this is Toxie's shield right here. Then you have this trusty mop right here. This is Toxic Avengers, or Toxie's mop. We'll call him Toxie. For legal reasons, we'll call him Toxie, because the cartoon couldn't call him a Toxic Avenger. And there's crafting in the handle. Nice, solid, hard plastic too. This is done in a nice hard plastic, the whole mop. There's a little bit of silver paint going on right there. Looks really, really good. And then you have this beautiful American flag right there that you can attach to the mop right there. Thus so, because you know Toxie loves America. Toxie loves America. Okay, what we got over here? Hercules Neptune says, I bought a toy Golem Monster and he's chilling on my dresser, protecting the room from evil. All right. And then my mom's logic was, I think you'd like to die on the cover box. She rented lots of monster flicks from me based on it. It says, Hercules Neptune says the government is lying to us. Nuclear waste turns into a superhero. It doesn't cause anything bad. Exactly. That's why you should always stand by the microwave with it open when it's running. You learn how to push the button in while it's running, and you'll get superpowers. Over here, we have another head sculpt of Toxie right here, and it is looking great. And I think this guy glows in the dark. I'm not mistaken. This is his alternate head sculpt right here. This is more like the one that was on the poster. And yes, due to cartoon, they changed his color up a bit, like right there. They made him green. See all the lumps and everything on his head. And yes, I love Toxie. Absolutely love Toxie. Here is Toxie with his bandana right here, looking cool as ever. And all of these parts are done out of a hard plastic. They really, one thing I can say about Super 7, sometimes they mess up, but when they do make a very good figure, they make a very good figure. And you can see that it is done in a nice hard plastic right here. Okay. Then you have alternate hands right here. Open hands, as you can see right there. Great detail in the hands, great sculpting. And you have this, which I think is great. Oh, hey, Apple, how are you, sweetie Brett? Yeah, the mop looks very good. As you can see within the mop, there's different textures and shading going on with the mop to make it seem like he's cleaning up toxic waste. And if you know anything about the cartoon, Toxie's mop was alive, okay? So it wasn't just Toxie, it was Blobby. It was Blobby and Come on. It was Toxie. It was Toxie and Blobby. But yeah, the mop looks great. and it's done out of a nice hard plastic. Again, these are pieces that could actually hurt you if you're not careful. These pieces can hurt you because they're very hard and solid. So I mean, like, you can actually throw this at somebody and hurt them. And over here we have Apple Martini. Apple Martini is here, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big shout out to Apple Martini NYC. She is another fellow collector and auctioneer, and she also does content on YouTube. Check her out on the channel, on her channel, Apple Martini NYC. Martini, let's your link up in there if you get a chance to, so I can pin that. Nuclear power is more efficient than bullshit windmills. You're stupid. How is the plastic? They have no. This thing is solid. Now, I think I showed you both fists, right? Didn't I show you both fists, right? Because I want to get to the figure. The figure is actually a very, very nice piece, better than what I expected. Because with Super 7, sometimes it's hit or miss. I know I do not like the Conan that they have out right now. That they have, I think it's for a pre-order or something. It's just not. It doesn't have a good Conan look. Well, so we have here my boy Toxie, and Toxie looks great. He looks really, really, really good. Now you gotta pardon me. The light is going to reflect off of him because of the fact that he has like a glow in the dark body, but as a whole, the construction and build on here, the plastic is very good. You can see like he has his tattered clothes on. There's a signature tutu going on right there. He has wraps on the arms. Everything looks real good on him. The belt on him is done out of a hard vinyl right here. And yes, you can take them up. I can't give shout outs on YouTube. Why can't you? What do you mean? You can also put this mop through his holster over here, and it fits in very snug right there. And yes, you can accessorize him. And yes, the mop can be in any position because remember, in the cartoon, the mop is alive. And Toxie looks really, really good right here, as you can see. Toxie is looking really, really good. And if you look real good, there are textures within the shirt going on with Toxie. His face looks really good. You got the offset, the off eye. You see there's bumps and his traumatons. His traumatons are pretty much like his spider sense. They warn him when danger is around. And yes, he does have the tutu on. I've always loved the tattered and Toxie's waist. Like, you know, like, now one thing they didn't put on here that they put on the other, like the older toys, they pretty much put the, they didn't put the toxic splatter on here like they did the other toys. Now, back in the day, when I was younger, they put the toxic splatter on. You know, they put the toxic splatter on, and you would see it right along here, you know, along the legs and everything. But he's still a great toy. Great toy. I like the warts and bumps all along his body right here from being dumped in the toxic waste. He has the signature ripped shirt on, his toxic shirt, and everything. The muscle definition is really good. He is cartoon accurate, so I do really, really like him. Okay, I dig the head sculpt with the headband. Nice, yes. So we're going to try that one on real quick right here. I'm going to take that off. And this is the one. Didn't he wear? This was the one he had in. Oh, yeah, this looks good. This looks real good. This is the one from actually the poster. This is the one with the headband right here. Let me bring this a little bit closer. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. This is the one he had in the poster for, I think it was Toxic Avenger 2, wasn't it? Where the Citizen Toxie was the one we had the headband on with the American flag. Because I know it was one where he was holding the woman up and everything. But Toxie looks great, man. And you have all these alternate heads. You have 3 alternate heads, well, pretty much 2, minus the one that he came with. Let's try on the other one, which is this one. All right. That is the other head that he has right here. Looks real good. And I love the way he has the lumpy skull and everything going on. Everything looks great on him. It looks absolutely amazing. The warts and bumps on his arms and shit like that, very, very good. Now, the harness, you can take it off if you manipulate it. You can just take the head off and take the harness. But I would say leave it on. But I really love the tutu, how the tutu looked. They really sculpted in the tutu. They didn't just throw it on. The bands on, the wraps on his arms look real good. And yes, he can hold his shield. Now, for me, when I first started collecting the Toxic Crusaders, as when I was younger, I would use the Radiation Ranger shield for Toxie shield because I felt it was more fitting because it was a cut drum, toxic waste drum, instead of this one right here. I never really liked this shield right here, but I get it. But I would always give him the Radiation Ranger shield because I felt that was more fitting for the Toxic Avenger. But yeah, he is looking real good. Wraps on the legs look absolutely amazing right there. Nice. You got some no sculpting on the, no soles or anything on the bottom, but I like the nice little ooze coming out of his boots right there and everything like that. He looks really, really good. They did a great job on Toxie. I'm hoping the light is hitting off of him correctly. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better right there. You guys can see him. But see, if I put both lights on, when it's a bright character, the lights just reflect right off because I'm close up to the camera. Face sculpt looks great on this guy. Looks really, really good. Now, as far as articulation, head can go all the way around. He does have it's on a ball socket right here. He has no butterfly wings or no butterfly joints, but his arms can go all the way up. You have twisting and pivoting in the waist, but it's very tight, as you can see right there. There is an ab crunch going on right there. Leg split very far. And he is on a single hinge knee right there. And you have some ankle rocker. Does he have any ankle? Yes, he have calf twist as well. So he's looking, he gives you Igor vibes. You've never watched the Toxic Avenger, Apple? Apple, that's part of our culture right there, man. I grew up watching, I've watched Toxic Avenger movies and trauma movies since I was a child. Definitely grabbing that movie. Yes, the movie style Toxie. I think they have pre-orders for it right now on BBTS. Hold on, let's take a look and see. Let us take a look and see, ladies and gentlemen. BBTS. Super 7. Let's look. Where is he? Toxie. Toxic Avenger. See, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you. I don't like this Conan at all right here. This Conan looks terrible. This one that they did. You have never watched the Toxic Avenger? Really? You've never watched the Toxic Avenger at all? Share this with you guys. Okay, let's find. Look at this Conan. I don't like this Conan at all. That looks terrible. Oh, that's called the Conqueror. I still don't like it. This one right here. This looks terrible. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Mezco did a much better job. Yeah, that looks like, I don't know. I just don't like it. He's too pudgy looking too, and too. I mean, maybe you guys let me know, but I will not be picking this one up. That's not my Conan right there. And I understand what they were going for, but that's not Conan for me. I'm not digging that one at all. At all. But let's check out that Toxie. Because I saw him up here for pre-order, and I definitely went and grabbed him up for pre-order. Here he is, right here. This guy looks great. Can't wait to, and again, it's pretty much the same sculpt, but it's more of the movie accurate one. So you got blood on the mop and everything like that. You know, you got like the, you know, his skin is like chemically burned and everything like that. It's the same figure. He's smiling. That's right. That's good right there. I love Toxie because he's from New Jersey. I always love Toxie. Yes, this is a good looking figure right here. Good looking figure. And it's pretty much a repurpose, but it goes to show you if you give the right shading and wash to a figure, it can look completely different. Yeah, this is what he looked like in the movie right here. This is our Toxie right here in the movie. And they have this for pre-order over at BBTS. No, I'm not plugging them. No, they don't. They don't sponsor me in any type of way. But if you're a Toxic Avenger fan like myself, you got to pick this guy up. I absolutely love him. But yeah, just get the Mezco. Yeah, the Mezco Conan is I'm an idol for you. Peace. Okay, take care, Hercules. Great seeing you, man. Yeah, the Mezco Conan is the best one. That movie Toxie is a must. I need that. Me too. I've been wanting the Toxic Avenger figure, or like that's articulate. Because yeah, they came out with one before. Because everybody's like, oh, they already did that figure. No, it was a statue. It was like a statue figure. I couldn't really move it. I think the only thing that moved on it was the arms, wasn't it? Yeah. But back to Toxie, he can hold a shield and everything like that. He looks really, really good. And you can change the hands in and out, of course. Everything is running smooth on this guy thus far. He's looking real good. And I'm over here going to change the hands for you so you guys can check him out. And the hands look really good. This is someone with an open hand right there. And he's looking good. I'm telling you, they did a great job on him. They did a great job on Toxie. So I'm going to have this one, and I also want the one that's from the movie as well. So because he looks very good. What else does he have? His canister grenades, yeah, you can just fit them in any way you want to, you know. But you can accessorize. I think you can put these canister grenades on him some kind of way. You can stick it on his tutu. Yes, it fits on the front and back of his tutu. Thus so. Hold on, let me see. Let me bring the light down a little bit for you guys. Yeah, you can fit the toxic grenades onto his tutu, which looks cool. So yeah, you can pretty much take all of the accessories that he have on him and stick it to him. And yes, here we have Blobby. We couldn't do the Toxic Avenger or Toxic Crusaders without Blobby. Blobby looks great right there. Sculpting is great. Looks exactly like he is cartoon accurate. And yes, he met Blobby while he was depressed in the junkyard when his mom wouldn't let him back in the house. And he has the peg on the bottom so that you can peg Blobby right on his shoulder. Thus so. Okay. Maybe not. I don't know what it is, but it's fitting kind of weird. Let me move this mop. Let me try to get this onto him and see how it does. Now, one thing I can say about this figure, this one didn't come loose at all. Toxie came stiff, and I mean very stiff. All right, you can get Blobby on there, but you're gonna have to push him down because the rubber and the plastic that they use, it's kind of like conflicting a little bit, but you can get him. All right, there we go. You can get Blobby on there, and Blobby looks good on Toxic Avenger. Now, you can push it down or shave the rubber piece down a little bit more so he fits more snug, but yeah, Blobby is right there on his shoulder looking great. And there we have Blobby looking awesome on his shoulder. So yeah, that's about it for Toxie though. And Toxie is, this one is from Super 7. I absolutely love him. I love him. So happy I got a fully posable Toxic Avenger, modernized version of Toxic Avenger or Toxie. And yes, I will be ordering and reviewing the Toxic Avenger anniversary figure. All right. So yeah, it's the point where we grade the figure, where you guys can where I bust them and you grade them. So, you know, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. Let me know what it is. So far, I am giving Toxie, I'll give Toxie a 4. I'm giving Toxie a 4. Because I felt as though, like, when it comes to the, I don't know, maybe a 4.5. I'll give him a 4.5 because the peg, well, no, the peg is working perfectly fine so far. And I mean, nothing's loose on him, nothing broke or anything like that. It seems like they're using different plastic as well. I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. Toxie gets a 5 from me. You guys get the grade. I'll give you 3 minutes. In the meantime, I will be opening up the other Toxic Crusader action figure. So give me a second. What do you guys grade this? What do you guys grade Toxie? And yes, Toxie is coming in at about like 6. I would say like what? Toxie coming in about 6 inches. He's a 6.5. Kind of tall. 6.5 inches. He's pretty good. I like this figure. And I like the detail in the harness. You give him a 4. Apple Martini gives him a 4. I give him a 4 as well. I give him a 4.5. But even for Apple Martini not to know who the Toxic Avenger is, and that is a shame. How do you not know who the Toxic Avenger is? You've never watched the Toxic Avenger. Never watched him. Not even by mistake, you never watched it. OG Dick Rich is 4.5, but only because I saw the movie one, and that one I needed. Yeah, I want both of them because I did like the Toxic Crusaders, and I did like Toxie. I love the Toxic Avenger. Absolutely love it. Absolutely loved him. Okay, and next up, we are going to do, well, we can watch it together. I'll get popcorn or cereal. Sounds great. I would love to watch the Toxic Avenger with you. I would love to watch the Toxic Avenger with you. You know what? I want to go back to doing like the movie nights that I used to do on live on Facebook and stuff like that. I might do that again. I don't know if they still allow it, but I would have to see. I don't think they care. You know what I mean? Okay, we got like 2 more minutes. So far we got a 4.5, we got a 4 and a 4. So it's pretty much coming up to, we got a 4.5, 4.5, and a 4. Hey, Jay, how are you, my brother? Great to see you. Great to see you, Jay. Always a pleasure, man. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Jay Bartlett's channel over on Jay Bartlett. He also, I know Twitch has watch parties. I just don't like the way Twitch gets rid of all your stuff after a while. They just, no matter who you have to be like a very big streamer for them not to delete your shit. But other than that, they just get rid of every fucking thing. Check out Jay Bartlett's channel. Good friend of mine. He made Action Figure Adventure, Nintendo Quest. He's been in a couple of films and helped direct and produce and write them. So good friend of mine, Jay Bartlett. Check him out. Go follow his channel. He does great content over there. Great content. Definitely check out his films. Nintendo Quest, Action Figure Adventure, so on and so forth. Wonderful guy. You will love this guy. He does wonderful content. Great, and has a heart of gold. Heart of gold. He's not a jerk off like me. You know what I'm saying? He has a heart of gold. You should. I know Twitch has. Yeah, but you know what? It's just the thing that I don't know. I'll try. I'll see what happens. Because I did like doing those Saturday and Friday night watch parties and stuff. I would pull out like B movies and put them up on Facebook Live for everybody to watch, everything like that. And people would watch them with me. And like, remember before you used to be able to pause the movie and all that other shit? That was awesome. All right, we got 1 more minute. So far, Mika, what do you grade Toxie? And Jay, if you're still here, what do you grade Toxie? 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. 2 is meh. 3 is all right. 4 is good. 5 is like awesome figure. We got to give him some nerd pins. What's going on, baby? Come on, let's get this last vote in. I bust him, you grade him. What are we giving Toxie? And yes, I do like the lumps on his back and everything like that, like the pus bumps on his back. I don't know. I got a phone call, but by what I saw, I'll give it a 4.5. 4.5 it is. So far, Toxie is going to get, that is it. The votes are in, and Toxie is going to get a, what will we give Toxie? We got a 4.5, 4.5, and a 4. All right. So majority rules, and I would say Toxie gets a 4.5. 4.5, from Toxie. You, the viewer, have graded him, and that's what it is. And yes, he's done out of great construction. Great construction. And I love the modernized look of him. He looks more like a man. You know how the Playmates toys used to look. They had that pudgy, squat look and everything like that. Me, myself, I don't like a lot of the classic toys. I mean, like, you know. We have, okay, I'll even let you guys choose. Are we going to do, because the first one was a mystery. I just grabbed it off the top. And ladies and gentlemen, give a big shout out to Mouse Type. She made this show possible. Again, she purchased these for me, and like, I'd be like, do you collect? She'd be like, no. But then, like, she's always telling me about the action figures and toys she has. Some people are a little bit nervous and scared, you know, to say that they collect. Some people are not, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so we have 2 left. You guys get to choose which one we're going to do. Are we going to do Junkyard or do the Radiation Ranger? Are we going to do Junkyard or Radiation Ranger? Whoever puts it down in the comments first, that's who we'll go with. And ladies and gentlemen, give a big shout out to Apple Martini. She had supported the show last week, and it helps me bring you new content, helps me get new material, and it also helps me get new equipment or repair the equipment that I already have. Radiation Ranger it is. Okay, so let me see. I hope I grabbed the right one. Yes, I did. Okay. So next up, we have the Radiation Ranger. He comes in the typical box that comes with most of the Toxic Crusaders, boxed by Super 7, and it says Toxic Crusader right there. You got the neon looking tie-dye toxic splatter going on, the logo in the front. As seen on the screen, it can no longer say as seen on TV because that is trademarked. Along the side, same thing. Along the back, there's a little water splatter from me dropping water on it. Super 7, and you see under here, it has a nice ooze pattern going on along the sleeve right there. On the top, it says Ultimates. On the bottom, you have some legal mumbo jumbo. It says Trauma, Super 7, and barcode. If you want to pause this later on, you can. All right. And that is it for the box, if I'm not mistaken. So we moved it, well, the sleeve rather. We move this up, and it reveals a figure inside of a window box right here. And you see the Radiation Ranger. The Radiation Rangers, I want to troop build these. So I'm possibly going to get another one if I get a little bit of funding to do it. And you have the Toxic Crusaders logo down there. You have the hazard symbols down at the bottom right there. Along the side of the box is some more hazard symbols. On the back is a radiation caution symbol that says Toxic Crusaders warning this package contains Radiation Ranger, the nuclearized sinister stormtrooping soldier. And you see the nuclear radiation symbol right there. Everything is good. Along the box, it says Toxic Crusaders on the top. And that is it. Now, if you look real good, I don't know if the light is showing it, but I'm going to try to, you see like there's splatter. They made sure like there's this plastic, like this glossy splatter. It seemed like it, you know, to appear like as if it was splattered with something toxic or whatever. Even along the bottom here, if you look, I'm going to like try to like, there's some splatter right there. And I think that's a cool touch that they put on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to bust this guy open right here. Yeah, everybody wants to see the Radiation Ranger. Like me, myself, I'm going to troop build with these. Because I'll use these to fight Toxie when the Toxic Avenger figure comes out by Super 7. But that Conan, I did not like that Conan at all. That Conan looked terrible. I did not like that Conan at all. All right. So you know what? I've come to the conclusion. I'm going to have to use one mic for reviewing, and the other one I'm going to have to use for just doing regular podcasts. This one I will keep. Hey, Tim Mitchell, how are you? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big shout out to our super soldier from Vietnam. Shell Shock super soldier from Vietnam, Tim Mitchell. He's going to come in here and get cranky for a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't. The only one that can calm him down is Apple Martini. Apple Martini, get the wet rag and you got to give me a lap. And inside of the box, no, you can't remove these graphics or anything like that. It's weird. It's weird. That's it for inside of the bottom. Now the Radiation Ranger seems to come with a lot, and I mean a lot of accessories. So I'm really pleased about that. Let me put these scissors over here. Bring this over here. Yeah, she's the only one that can calm him down. Hopefully he doesn't get a little rambunctious or he just wants to get cranky. There's some days that Tim Buddy is nice. Tim was a Tuskegee Air. Oh. He goes by many names. I call him Tim Buddy, but other people call him Timmy Tantrum. Some people call him, some women that like to date him, call him Timberly. He's been a longtime friend and supporter of Tough Nerd Toys. Love this man. Yes, Apple Martini calls him Timmy Tantrum. Calls him Timmy Tantrum. Because when things don't go Tim's way, he takes his ball and go home. And there's no more playing with him. Now I gotta be real careful with this. Boy, oh boy, he came with a lot of stuff. But I would love the troop build with this. I always like the Radiation Rangers. Keep the oils off your toys. The last toy I bought even came with gloves. It's the thing to do. Exactly. See? You get it. Kenny taught me the way. He used to show me pictures of his figures, and he always had gloves on. And because you have to understand, they're collectibles. They're collectibles, man. You don't want your grimy hands on it. You want your grimy hands on it? Okay, we're getting that out of there. This thing came with a lot of accessories. So I'm just taking my time pulling them out because I don't want to tear up anything. All right. See, this was the shield that I was telling you guys about that I thought that Toxie should have came with the nuclear hazard or the radiation hazard symbol on the front. This fits Toxie more than the other one, if you ask me. I know. Yay, 2 pops came. Which pops came? Awesome, Tim. Awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Tim, are you going to be playing some first? Hey, Kenny, did you get your PC back so we can play some First Descendant? I had to switch the console for that shit because I don't know what the hell was going on with the PC version. The PC version of the First Descendant is fucked up, man. I'm telling you. Everybody with a 30s and 40s series card was having a little problem with it. Apple Martini said her pops came today. Which pops came? She says Sally and Zero from NBC from on Halloween Xmas decor. Awesome. I bought a third-party transformer and it had white gloves. More companies should do it. Yeah. My third-party Cyclonus came with white gloves. Wow. This figure is nice. I think you guys are going to like this. I think you guys are really going to like this. Yeah, I'm going to troop build with these guys. But first, we're going to go over the accessories. Over here, we have the Radiation Rangers backpack right there. And you know, if you remember the Toxic Crusaders, the Radiation Rangers were just like decked out like biohazard troopers and stuff like that. I've always loved the look of the Radiation Rangers. I thought that was one of their best selling points were the Radiation Rangers. And when the Toxic Crusaders came out, I purchased at least like 4 Radiation Rangers because I wanted to troop build with these guys. And yes, you have some nice sculpting going on in here. Great paint going on, done out of a solid, I cannot bend this thing, a solid hard plastic. So if you're going to get these guys, and if you get them for sale, you definitely came up off of this right here. I love the hoses, designs, and everything right there. The sculpting in it is done very good. And you can see the backpack is done in a nice solid plastic. Great paint apps on here. Everything is looking clean on here. Nice and clean. No nonsense going on. I don't see any bleeding. A little miss right here in the silver, but nothing that's too noticeable or off-putting right there. You have holes in the top so that you can plug the hoses of the Radiation Rangers suit into it. All right, that was the backpack right there. Then you have the shield, as I showed you right here. It has paint on it. It looks really good, as you can see right there. You have other sculpting, and there's a hole sculpted into it. You see there's there's some battle damage going on, the hazard symbols along the side and everything. And it has a handle in the inside. Even though it's hollow plastic, it is done out of a solid plastic. I cannot squeeze and break this. This does not feel like Hasbro's Transformer toys that you get out the store. This is a solid plastic. I don't mind paying a premium price for a good plastic. Okay. Next up, you have the Radiation Rangers laser blaster right here, and it's good. It looks good, kind of like a pink or fuchsia translucent plastic going on. No painting or anything like that, but if you know how to use a brush, you know what to do, you know. But it has great detail on it. Great detail on it. Yes, I will be troop building these. If I happen to find some on eBay for cheap or loose or whatever, I'll grab some of these guys up. I'm loving these right here. The Radiation Rangers look very good. The weapons look very good. Now, the toys, I remember, they were fully, even down to the weapons, were fully detailed. Like you had like a radiation symbol along the little round area right here. You know, there was some other little stickers and deco going on and everything like that. But the deco on this backpack looked absolutely amazing. I'm loving it, man. I am loving it. And you can see there's pegs on the side. So if you want to like put some, peg some things in, which we will find out, you can do so. Then you have these beautiful, and I mean like beautiful, big hands. Look, you got big hands, man, with sculpted in gloves. Now there's no wash or anything on it, but the hands are nice and big. And you see there's some sculpting in the palms. It looks really good. And you have a fist right here, and there's two of each. There's two of each. Looking really, really good. Hold on, try not to drop this. Looks great. Looks absolutely amazing. Then finally, you have these two glow-in-the-dark mines right here that you can peg onto the side. I'm gonna just show you one that you can peg onto the side of the backpack, thus so, like this. That's what those pegs are for. And if you want to check out the Toxic Crusader, they have it on Tubi TV, which is a free app. Tubi has the Toxic Avenger, the Toxic Crusaders movie. It has a lot of trauma movies on it. I think, yeah, Toxic Avenger is on there. Jersey Toxie and a couple of other trauma films are on there. If you're looking for some mindless gore and comedy, over-the-top sex and everything like that, check out trauma films. They are great. Now, I think Lloyd Kaufman is going to be in New Jersey on the 21st. I'll show you guys before I finish this review, but he's supposed to be in New Jersey soon. So yeah, and that is how it fits onto the backpack right there. Now we come to the creme de la creme, and that is the beautiful Radiation Ranger. And yes, I don't mind the Radiation Rangers having these glowing neon suits or whatever, because they're supposed to be biohazard suits, and he looks really, really good. He's done very, very well, crafted very well. This is a solid plastic toy. I can throw this at somebody and hurt them. It is made out of some good sturdy material. You have deco and painting all up at the top. On the face, looks really, really good. I love when I was a kid, I loved anything with hoses connecting to it. That's why I fell in love with Manny faces. And Luke Skywalker's pilot outfit, I loved it because it had hoses connected to it. Over here it says, my PC is home this weekend. Awesome. We'll help you level up. Just ask me into your game and I'll help you level up. Mine too. The Radiation Ranger and Psycho. I did like Psycho too. So I hope they keep it up with this line, but the Radiation Ranger looks amazing. Yes, I want to troop build this. And you can see he has a translucent plastic for the goggles right there, the mouthpiece. He is decked out. I'm loving the nuclear and toxic symbols all along his hazmat suit. You see like the gauntlets are padded right there. He got the fist, the hands, everything. The pockets, knee pads look very, very good on this guy right here. He has the toxic boots on. Yes, he looks like a toxic or hazmat soldier. He is looking great. Absolutely great. I love the hunched over look that he has right here. And these hoses you can connect, and we're going to find out if you can connect these guys connected to his backpack. But yeah, he looks great, man. He looks really good. Let me deck him out real quick. I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible. It seems like now you can put the backpack in these holes right here, right? You connect these right here. over here at the top. You can place it on top, thus so. Does it snap in? Wow. And it snaps in really snug too. You heard that like that? Look, nothing's loose, nothing's coming on. This guy looks good. He looks good. Yeah, I got a troop build this guy. I need more than just one. Connect the hoses. So it actually secures it even more. Look at that. Look at them hoses, boy. Get back to work. Get back to work. Man, this looks good. This Radiation Ranger looks good. I don't care what you say. This Radiation Ranger looks real good. Now, as far as the blaster, I think you can, yeah, wait. Wow, it's just so many options with this. Thank you, Apple Martini. Thank you for donating to the channel. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big shout out to Apple Martini NYC. Be sure to check out her channel. She is an up-and-coming YouTuber. She has great content up there. Not the garbage that I have. She has great content up there. And I appreciate you guys for stopping through, because you could be doing anything else besides watching my review of the Toxic Crusaders. But I appreciate you guys being here. Yes, I've known Apple Martini for quite a while now. She is absolutely amazing. Why she became a friend of mine, I don't know. Because she met me on the terms when I was being a very, very bad boy. But she's still cool. Now, also, I think you can take... Hold on. I'm a lamer YouTube. No, you're not. You're awesome at YouTube. Did you know that Apple Martini doesn't like English muffins? Sacrilege. Sacrilege. She says they're disgusting. This is how he looks with the shield. Now, wouldn't this look better? Doesn't it? I always thought the shield fits better with Toxic. So I would always, when I first got the Toxic Crusaders action figures, I always put this with Toxic, because I felt as though it fit Toxic more, much better. Then over here, because you know what, I'm gonna wait to the end to put it on Toxic. Now, as far as the Radiation Ranger, let's see, how can we? Oh wait, he has a trigger hand. Look, this guy has a trigger hand. So where? Let me see. He should be left to right to left. Okay. I'm gonna pull this guy, pull that hand out, and no. Yes, Kenny, this thing is a thing of beauty. I think this is where all the money went. This is where all the money went with their you know how you can look at certain toy companies, you can tell which ones they, just like with cartoons back in the day, you could tell which ones they put all of the funding into it and the other ones that they didn't. This one looks good. This one looks real good. Damn good. The Radiation Ranger looks great. All you need, honestly, Kenny, in your aspect, all you need is Toxie and some Radiation Rangers for him to beat up. That's it. Now we're going to see how the weapon fits into his hand, all right? Wow, look, this weapon went right into his hand, and the finger is through the trigger. Again, thank you so much for the donation, Apple. Wait a minute. Now, see, this is the part where I'm going to need a little bit of heat. Now, it's not that the grips or anything, but the plastic is so stiff, right? It fits into his hand. It does fit into his hand, but the plastic is so stiff and hard where I have to loosen up some of this. So I'm possibly later on, I'll either boil that hand and put the gun in it, but the gun fits to the trigger, and I'll show you. It fits in real snug. I just got to get it in there to stay between the handle. All right. Now, when you do that, you only have a split second to put the gun in his hand. Those of you who connect, wow, look how this gun fits in his hand. Nice. It's through the trigger too. Look, perfect. Radiation Rangers. This guy will be used for like other stuff too, man. I used to use the Radiation Rangers to like fight Joes, or I would feel like calling the Radiation, and I just always felt as though they were talking like. Tell me that don't look nice. Can we get some two-handed action going on? Let's see. Pull that hand out. Put this other one in. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm starting to like this whole line. But you know, there's usually like certain ones within the line you're like, eh. But so far, I like Toxie. See, I like both Toxie. I like the movie and I like the Toxic Crusader line because you know what? It was my first time ever owning a Toxic Avenger action figure. I thought I would never get a Toxic Avenger action figure. So when the Toxic Crusaders came out, I was just all in. Oh man, this guy looks great, boy. He looks great, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show you guys. This is a semi-pose I got with him, but look at this. Look at this. And yes, you can get some two-hand action going on. Let me bring that in a little bit closer. And yes, the finger fits through the trigger and everything. This guy looks good. This guy looks good. Radiation Ranger, I mean, I'm sorry. From me, automatically, before you guys, now again, you guys vote count. So whatever you guys say, it's going to be. But from me, I'm giving him a 5 already. 5 already. This Radiation Ranger, and he's about like 6.5 inches. He's solid too. There's nothing weak on this guy. There's nothing weak. There's no weak materials on him. He doesn't feel flimsy or anything of the sort. He is a solid figure. So is Toxie. And they're sculpting all the way around, even down to the neck. You can see like there's a coil-like pattern going along the connection between his neck and his back. It looks great. Now the shoulder harness looks great on him. And yes, it is sculpted in. None of this stuff on him you can remove. You can remove the hoses, but who wants to? This guy looks great. This guy looks great. Now, as far as articulation goes, you know it's going to be a bit inhibited, but it can go up and down. But it's going to be, you can twist it, but you got to unloosen these hoses right here. Basic common sense to get the head to go all the way around, but it's on an angled turn or whatever case may be. He does have ball joints at the shoulders, bicep swivel. He is on a ball joint on the elbow right here. And he has he has wrist and twisting and pivoting. He has a waist. Does he have a waist twist? Yeah, he has a waist twist and pivot. As you can see, leg spread is pretty good right there on a ball socket up here. And he has a ball socket knee. And you can also get some calf twist, and you have an ankle pivot as well. Is it a calf twist? No calf twist, but you can do it from the ball socket on the knee. This guy is for the win. I don't know about you guys, but this comes to the point when we do the grading system. All right. And the grading system on this guy, I love this figure. This figure is beautiful. He can fit in with any of your, I would even say like, you could just make him a goon for Cobra, or like somebody they created in the lab. And they have to keep him in his suit or some shit like that. You could play with him with your Joes and everything. Now, it's not that much wash on him, but he is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Beautiful figure. I'm loving the deco all along his biohazard suit, the padding in the middle down to the crotch. You know, I love that crotch shit. And they got like padding down on the crotch. Does that mean they don't want you to hurt the needle? They don't want you to hurt the needle. All right. But yeah, he looks great. And everything stays on him very, very snug. He has trigger hand, fist hands, and everything. So if he wants to go with the fisty cuffs, you can get it like that. Or if you want to get that gun action on, you got the trigger finger, you can switch out. Everything is stiff on this guy. Nothing is falling off. He is a solid figure. I have to give him a solid 5. You know, I'm loving the biohazard suit that it looks like he has on, but it's more like a militarized biohazard suit. Loving it. The buckle on his belt. There's a little bit of muddling going on right there, but not that bad. But he looks real good. Real good. Got the communicator on his leg, the strap down the boots. There's no, yeah, he got treads on the bottom too. Look. Got some nice treads on the bottom. Very good treads on the bottom. You got the holes. This guy gets a 5 from me all day. I'm going to give you guys like 3 minutes to grade him. And then we're going to go on to the final figure for the night, which is Junkyard. Matter of fact, let's do a little bio on the Radiation Ranger. I think they're smogulins in Radiation Ranger. They're smogulins. Radiation Ranger bio. I can't wait till they do Bonehead and Psycho. Dr. Killam, all the villains in that I love. Yeah, it's called the Radiation Rifle, all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, they don't really have a bio on it, but they used to have a bio on him and everything like that. 4.4. I rate him a total 5. So we got, all right, so let's see what we got here. OG Dick Richards gives him a 5. Me too. I 5. Solid. Apple Martini and Meeker, we're talking. All right. I give him OG Dick Richards, give him another 5. Tim Buddy gives him a 5. The Super Soldier gave him a 5, boy. Apple Martini gives him a 4.4. Still got 2 more minutes. So far, it's leading with a 5. So far, it's leading with a 5. Again, you have to have this figure in hand. And no, Super 7's not sponsoring me. I bought these of my own volition and my own accord with my own money. Nobody is pushing anything from it, like pushing me anything, not getting sponsored or anything. But the detail on this guy is great. They did a wonderful job on the Radiation Ranger. He is one of my favorites. Absolutely one of my all-time favorites now. I'm loving this right here. And especially with the detail and articulation, you can get a lot of poses and action going on. And yes, you can hang this gun. Nika gives it a 5. You can hang this gun on his backpack right here. I think it goes like this. You put it through the trigger or whatever. That's so. I don't think Apple likes the coloring of it because there's too many bright colors going on. But that's how I would expect a biohazard character to have, like this, you know, the yellow suit, the yellow biohazard suit on, you know, reminiscent of what it stands for. You can get the gun on the hook. You can put it through the trigger, but I don't want to force it just yet. But as you can see, since I've been playing with this thing and moving it around, turning it upside down and everything, nothing is falling off. She said, I don't mind the colors. I just don't like it. It's too chunky. It's too chunky. Look at this guy. Nothing's falling off. Nothing's falling off of this guy. Nothing is falling off. Look. Nothing. And I'm holding him upside down. Everything is snug on this guy. Yeah, right? And plus, I can't see his fucking face. I don't like people who walk around with their face covered like that. Yeah, look at that coiled neck. Like you can tell, like it's a coil. Like he has another suit under that. Like it's layers to that shit, boy. Loving this, man. Loving this. All right, we got 1 more minute for the Radiation Ranger. I bust him, you fade him, and grade him. So far, the Radiation Ranger is for the win. Toxie, I actually think that the Radiation Ranger is actually better looking as far as the toy than Toxie. I'm loving Toxie. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving that Toxie figure. But the Radiation Ranger has taken it's just taking it all. Taking it all. So we got 1 more minute. We got a 4.4 and the rest are all 5s. 6:35, voting will end, and we will leave it at that and see what it is, man. So other than that, how's everybody's day going? Okay, it's been 5 minutes, and the official score for the Radiation Ranger is a 5. It is a 5, ladies and gentlemen. A 5. This guy earned it. He earned it. This guy earned it. He is looking great. He's looking beautiful. He's ready for all sorts of toxic, deviant bullshit behavior. He's ready for Toxie. And yes, I will troop build these. I'm going to look on eBay and see if some people are selling them loose. You know, because I know they had a sale on them at one point where like they were like 30% off, and you could get one for like $30 and stuff like that. So I'm gonna look on eBay. I know somebody's selling something that they're tired of, and you know, I'll just troop build with that because I don't need the boxes or anything like that. I don't keep my boxes unless it looks like a VHS or something like that. Other than that, I open my stuff and let it breathe. I let it breathe. All right, so next up we are going to do Junkyard. All right, I don't really have a bio on Junkyard, but if you can watch the cartoon, I'm surprised they came with just this little bio, but you know, that when I lift up the sleeve, you can see it. But over here, we have the Toxic Crusaders box right here, similar as the one as before, same thing as the one as before right here, as seen on screen. If not say as seen on TV, because that is trademark. Over here, you have the sleeve that says Super 7 down at the bottom right there. And then you have some bio, like some hazard symbols and all that other stuff. Legal mumbo jumbo on the bottom, the trauma symbol right here on the top, and it has some more legal mumbo jumbo. Then you got the barcode at the bottom, Super 7 right here, age 14. Up at the top, it says Ultimate, and that is it for the box right there. And the Super 7 over at the little, and it says Contents. Contents, what does it say? Contents, come on, one figure with accessories. All right, so we pull the sleeve up to reveal the figure within the package, and here we have your boy, Junkyard. Junkyard looks great right here inside of the package. Done in a nice window box right here. Toxic Crusaders, you have Junkyard right up at the top. Super 7 over here, ages 14. And on the side, you have the same graphics as on the other figures right here, the hazard symbols. And over here, you have the toxic symbol. Over here, it says, warning, this package contains Junkyard, the trashed out hideous hound. And all of them have bios that you can pretty much find out if you oh, that'll be great. He's dropping off your PC later today. That'll be great. You could drop in and play some Descendants if you want to. I can help you level up if you want to. And this is him inside of the package right here. Again, Junkyard was another one I liked because he was like a werewolf or whatever the case may be. You have the Toxic Crusader symbol up at the top right there, looking real good. Ages 14, same stuff. All it was a sleeve that I pulled up. And yes, it is in a window box right here. And I think that is it for the package. So let's bust this guy open. Where are my scissors? And again, ladies and gentlemen, give a big shout out to Apple Martini, my staff, my mods, everybody, and Mouse Type for donating these figures to the channel. Let's see. Inside of the package is nothing. All right, so we throw that over here. And we take this, pull this out. You have some graphics right here, but they're not removable. Put that over there. Then, wow, again, he comes with a lot of accessories too. All right, let me be careful and move these here. And I'm just cutting them out of the package right now. Did he drop a new card in? Did he drop a new card in, or he just got it ready for the 50 series? Podcasting only. All right, so that's over there. Then we have his alternate head right here. Now you got to be real careful when it comes to these parts because you'll end up losing all of them. Let's get some first Descendant later. Okay, no problem. There we go. I think I got everything, ladies and gentlemen. If I missed something, just write it down in the chat later on. Now, first, as always, we're going to go over the accessories right here. Now, right here, we have Junkyard's alternate head with the tongue hanging out. Looks really, really good. And the tongue is done in a nice vinyl, but with a glossy paint to it. So it looks really, really good. You got the hole right here, so he can, you can switch out heads. Eyes look all nice and gnarly. Reminds me of something from Rat Fink. He looks really good. Love the teeth and gums. Always love that on Junkyard. And yes, Junkyard was created from a toxic waste accident where he sat in the dog. He was a bum who sat in the doghouse with a dog, and they end up merging them two together. Ninja Turtles, kind of like a Ninja Turtles thing. But yeah, there's great sculpt and great paint apps on this guy. It is cartoon accurate. He is looking great. You have the little toxic symbol on his hat right there. Teeth are looking real good right there. The nose and everything, and to Junkyard looks absolutely amazing. There's a little bit of wash within the fur right there. In the ears, it looks real good. Everything looks good on Junkyards. I'm loving this head right here. Everything is done great. And it is made out of a hard plastic, but the tongue is a separate piece. It is a vinyl, as you can see. All right. Then we have these alternate fists. I'll get some First Descendant later. Cool. Sounds great. Then we have these beautiful fists right here. I'll just hold up one. I'll try to hold up two with the pegs on the end right here. And yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of wash in it too. It looks real good. Love the paint and the nails and everything like that. And yes, every character or every action figure should come with them fists, especially if they've known the fight or whatever the case may be. And yes, the pegs are on the back right here, as you can see. Then he comes with this mace or like a ball and chain right here. This is done out of a rubbery plastic because it's supposed to be able to, swing around. Then you have his Toxie Time. I call it the Toxie Time shillelagh with a nail in it, so he can whack you over the head. And it does look like it glows in the dark. Possibly I'll take some pictures later on to show you if it glows in the dark or not. Has Toxie Time right there on it. And it looks really, really good. Or is this a rolled up newspaper? Yeah, it's a rolled up newspaper with a nail through it, with a band around it so he can hurt somebody. And it says Toxie Time on it. And what else? We have his Take a Bite Out of Crime sign. Done in a nice, and all of these items are done in a nice hard plastic unless specified. And yes, this is done in a nice hard plastic. The paint on this sign right here is vinyl. You can see where Junkyard has bitten and taken a bite out of crime. Then you have his blaster right here, his junk blaster right here, which is cool. Junk blaster has great detail, but not that much, not that much deco or paint on it. It is done cast out of the plastic that it's in, but it's done in a nice hard green plastic right there, or how can I say, lime green plastic. And that is his weapon right there. I think that is it for Junkyard, if I'm not mistaken. And here we're going to go into this beautiful figure. That's a perfect 7, Super 7 release, no flaws. Love the hoses. And me too. That figure looks great. And here we have Junkyard looking absolutely amazing. He looks great, man. Junkyard looks real good, boy. Hold on, let the camera focus in on. He is a good looking figure. You see the toxic splatter along his forearms. I love the jumper that he has on. The feet are done very well. Again, he's a big, solid, chunky figure. You got the dog tags right there and the collar around his neck, the spikes along his back and everything. He looks great. You know who he always reminded me of, Kenny and everybody else out there? Junkyard always reminded me of Mechanic from Bionic 6. I always got Mechanic vibes from him whenever I would see him, because he was big and muscular, but like he was still kind of goofy a little bit and everything. But I'm loving that face sculpt. That is cartoon accurate. That is cartoon accurate, boy. Eyes look all gnarly and everything like that. He looks good. You see there's band-aids on the tail. Is that a... Yeah, some of his tail is missing skin right there. Some of his tail is missing skin, and he has a wrap on the edge of it. Yeah, this is a good figure, man. I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it, but Super 7 knocked it out of the park when it comes to the Toxic Crusaders. I mean, like, they did a great job on them. Loving how and again, you can tell it's a Playmates thing, because Playmates always has like one leg on, one leg off, or like, you know, one sleeve up, one sleeve down, or one leg or something like that hanging out of the clothes. And, you know, they will always accentuate the grossness of the figure or whatever. And I love the radiation splatter, or the toxic splatter he has on his forearm right there. He's a nice, solid, chunky figure. He's coming in at about 6.5 inches. The hat looks real good on him as well. He is a really, really good looking figure. But I love the color that they gave the jumper. And if you look right there, there's a patch sewn on. Got some more toxic splatter on him. But I love the hands and the, you know, little bracelets he has on. He has a spike bracelet or gauntlet on this one over here. And over here, he has a nice little deco, like a little accessorized chain. The fur is sculpted very well. Not that much washing it, but it's still a good, or brush going on, but it's still good. I love how the muscle, it looks like he has on a muscle tee under the jumper. Everything looks good on Junkyard. On the bottom, you have some sculpting on the bottom for the paws and his feet. This guy looks really, really, really good. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can't get these arms to go all the way out. Head can go all the way around, but on a tilt, as you should know, like he has the hunched over look, but it tilts up and down real good. Does he have a waist swivel? Yes, waist swivel and pivot going on, but there is no ab crunch due to all of the construction in the middle right here, where the hair is sculpted over the midsection. But it doesn't, for me, it doesn't kill the fact that I like this figure at all. It's not a deal breaker for me. Leg split is real good. He is on a ball hinge on the knee right here, and he has twisting and pivoting in the ankle right here. But not, yes, but this one has calf twist as well. So I mean, like, he's a solid figure. And look, he's solid. He's solid. All of these figures are not made out of crappy material. I guess they were getting a lot of feedback from some of the previously released Super 7 figures, and they decided to do better. So these look very, very, very good. I am loving it. I am loving these right here. They look really, really good, man. Love the way the pants are cuffed up and everything like that. He looks good. He looks really, really good. He's a great figure, man. And especially the spikes in the back. To me, that always just let me know, like, wow, this is a gnarly ass figure. So when he mutated his spike, like, maybe he was supposed to change into something else. Like, but I always love the collar and everything. And yes, the dog tags can be spun back around and everything like that, because I spun the head, you know. You can spin it back around and bring it back around and everything. Now, the jumper does not come off or anything like that. Some people were complaining that the jumper should have been able to come, but why you want the jumper to come off? It looks great. It looks great. I'm loving the nail, how he has the black nails and everything in his claws. And yes, let's see how he looks with his fist. We're going to put in one fist, and we're going to put in one regular open hand. Dig that hair sculpt straight off it. Yeah, it looks, these are cartoon accurate. Cartoon accurate. I'm glad that they didn't soften up the design for, like, you know, for like a modern audience, as they always stand. It looks good. It looks like the Toxic Crusaders action figures, or Toxic Crusader figures. Oh yeah, he looks great with, I'm gonna put both fists in. And I'll show you guys. And the fists come out and snap back in very, very well. I want all of these now. This is him with the fist. Looks great, right? And the fists are nice and big. Feet are nice and big. Everything is great on him. Just pop this head off and see what he looks like with the other head. Oh man, you're gonna like this. I didn't think I was gonna like the long tongue on him or anything like that, but it looks great. It looks absolutely great. And this is actually a leash. So you can have Toxie holding him on the leash and shit. All right, check this out. Yeah, the hands look good. The hands look really good on this guy. Okay, so here we go. Tell me that don't look nice, man. Great sculpting, great detail, great paint. This figure is beautiful. This figure is beautiful. I can just imagine what they're going to do with Fender Bender and Psycho. Fender Bender and Psycho got to come out looking good. Psycho was always one of my favorites too. He was the cyborg bad guy. And Bonehead too. I want Bonehead too. I want Bonehead. I want all of these guys now. Now my least favorite was No Zone. And what's his name? Major Hazard. But it all depends on how they construct them. If Major Hazard looks like has that hardcore look to him, I might like them. But these two still the first wave is a knockout the park for me. They did a great job on these. Great job. Let's see how he holds his weapon. But these fists, the fists are nice and solid. You'll like those fists, man. Those fists are nice and solid. Put this inside of here, and here we go. Now, I do remember, I think this gun was much bigger when I was a kid. When I was younger, the gun was much bigger, but it looks good on him. It looks very good on him. Now, I don't know how the leash goes on him. I'll possibly have to look that up, but he does come with a leash. Like, you can put the leash on him somewhere. I forgot where the leash goes, but he does come with a leash that you can put on him. Where, I don't know. But as far as holding the gun looks good. It just should have been a little bit bigger. But the gun looks good. I think I got it in his hand, right? No, maybe it goes like this. Yeah. I think it goes like this. Yeah, there it is. I think that's it, right? And this right here is if I'm not mistaken, this is a leash. You can put the leash on him some kind of way up here along his back or something. And you can get have him on a leash and shit like that, which is cool, which is real cool. Then, you just have a stupid sign right here. This is his dog, don't bite, take a bite out of crime sign. And we also have I think this is his chew toy. This is Junkyard's chew toy right here. Yep. Yeah, that's his chew toy. Yep. And that is Junkyard's chew toy. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that is the Toxic Crusaders Wave 1 figures that I have absolutely loved. This is the part where we have to grade this guy, and I think he looks great. Radiation Ranger being my favorite one. I thought Toxie was going to be my favorite, but Radiation, and there's nothing wrong with Toxie, but they did Radiation Ranger so well to where he's amazing. It looks great. Radiation Ranger looks great, man. They did a great job with this guy. I'm gonna be taking pictures of these guys too. And here is Junkyard with a chew toy in his mouth. Looking real good. As you can see, they did a great job with these. Great job with these guys. So, at this point, I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to grade him, and then we're going to call it a day. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. So, give me some grades right here. Me, myself, I give Junkyard a 5. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. Nothing fell off of him. Nothing's broken. Everything's solid. I love the big fist that they gave him. He has big feet and everything. I don't like my characters that have small feet. I'm saying they got to be exceptionally big, but you're a guy or a man. You should have big giant feet. Yes, I give Junkyard a 5. I like Junkyard. Junkyard is nice. Junkyard is nice. I can honestly say this whole wave of Super 7 figures were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you can also take the leash that's on a ball and chain. It's a way you can attach it, because I saw it on what's the name, and use it as a ball and chain for him too. Yeah, but he looks gnarly, man. He looks gnarly, boy. He is looking gnarly. Look at that. And I love the way they use rubber to give like a little bit of stiffness yet elasticity to the chain, so it looks really, really good. Apple Martini gives Junkyard a 5. OG Dick Richards gives it a 4.5. And you know, it wouldn't be such a problem because you know what happens is that a lot of times Super 7 is hit or miss. I love their products. I love the what's the name? Because the Silverhawk line, as much as I love it, they messed up a lot on that. Yes, his proportions are real nice. I love how he's hunched over too. His side profile is really, really nice. His side profile is very nice. He's looking really, really good here. That jumper looks perfect, man. Everything on Junkyard looks great. That back is nice and big, boy. Yeah, his proportions are nice. And he stands up. The TMNT line has wanky plastic. Glad this line doesn't have issue. You know, I would have told you if it was. If it was, I'd be like, yo, this is messed up because this is that and the other. At that time, I opened Cover Girl at the G.I. Joe, what's the name? And the arm fell off. I thought the face design and face sculpt and body sculpt was great, but that arm fell off. So yeah, that takes like a good 2-3 points off for it. Like, how you gonna make people pay for something like that? But no, I mean, like, I think Super 7 heard what people were talking about, and they stepped the game up immensely. It looks really, really good. This figure looks real good. All three are well crafted, well sculpted. I don't feel like you know, it was a waste or anything like that. And again, thank Mouse Type for these right here. I believe she collects, she just won't tell nobody. But I'm not saying nothing because sometimes she be on figures before I even what's the name. So all three of these guys look good. I mean, I'm loving this Toxie right here. I'm glad I got a Toxic Avenger. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for this one right here. Let me share it with you guys. If you are a Toxic Avenger fan or Toxie fan as myself, be on the lookout for this one right here. They have it for pre-order. They have it for pre-order, and it comes out in January of 2025. So you got more than enough time to come up with $54. That's if you can afford it, because I know things are tough for people out here right now. I'm not saying like, yo, just go out there and buy it. No, money's fucked up right now. It is fucked up. But yeah, if you can manage to save up and get this guy, and you're a Toxic Avenger fan like myself, oh my God, you gotta get him. Get that in a bunch of radiation ranges for him to beat up. It's over, man. You're good. You're good. You're good. That Radiation Ranger is the star of this line. What an absolute, yeah. The star of this line. What an absolute bang. It's a, yo, Kenny, you got to feel one of these in your hand. This thing feels like a brick. It's like solid too. And nothing's coming off. Nothing's coming off. I had to pull this off just now. Like I had to literally shake this thing for it to come off. It won't come off. And it's just pegged in. Look, he's not floppy or anything like that. And they use great, and I mean great plastic with this guy, man. Great plastic. You get a shit ton of accessories with them. I'm very happy with this line. Very happy with this line. Very, very happy with this line. So I mean, like so far we got a 5. We got a 5 for from Apple Martini gives Junkyard a 5. All right. I give him a 5. I give Junkyard a 5. And OG Dick Richards gave him a 4.5. So far, he is leading at a 5. You got 1 more minute, 7 o'clock. That is the cutoff time. Get your votes in. Again, ladies and gentlemen, even if you're not a fan of Toxic Crusaders or whatever the case may be, pick up the Radiation Ranger. Radiation Ranger is a good figure. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a solid craftsmanship. All three of these guys are great. I don't have a problem with any of them. I love the nice elongated and mature design and look that they gave Toxie. Right here, he looks good. You can either go with the movie head that he has. He has 3 alternate heads. I love that Blobby is on his shoulder right here, looking real, real good. Toxie looks great. I might need another one of this just to have, man, because they did. I'm such a fan of the Toxic Crusader and Toxic Avenger. I love the Toxic Avenger. If you haven't seen the Toxic Avenger, Oh yeah. All right. Mika came in at the last minute, gave it a 5. So the solid score. The ladies have spoken. My man OG Dick Riches, the creme de la creme, the Ayatollah of chaos, has spoken. Mr. Galvatron himself, aka Mr. Serpentor, OG Dick Riches has spoken. And yes, we will go with a score of 5. 5 is the score for my man right here, Junkyard. Junkyard looks good. I am loving this right here. I'm loving all 3 of these figures. Didn't think they were going to come out so well. I was hoping, I was a little bit nervous that they were, and yes, there is articulation in the tail too. If I didn't mention, there's articulation in the tail. You can get a lot of stuff going on with this guy, man. Detail galore. And even look on the side of the pants. They even put like the jean stripe, puts textures in the jeans, so you can see like he has on a jumper and everything like that. There's some toxic splatter on his foot right there. You know, the deco is great on here. The paint apps are good. You know, I don't mind the little bit of glossiness going on because there is some wash on Junkyard. The nose looks great on him. I'm loving the gums and everything. They show his teeth. Look at that profile. That profile is beautiful. Dog tags look good. They're done in a nice silver. Everything is great on this figure. And yeah, he's coming in at about like 6 inches. He's not as tall as the rest of them, but he is wider and bigger than Toxie. And I'll show you. I'll do a little side-by-side comparison so you guys can see. He is much bigger than Toxie, as you can see. See, he's like a goon. Oh, it's me, Melvin, a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. And if you haven't, check out the cartoon. If you want to laugh, because it has a lot of subtle adult jokes in there. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it pretty much, they say it's loosely tied to the Toxic Avenger. It's not. Like, because the origin story of Toxie was pretty much the same in a cartoon. They just didn't show the violence and sex and everything, but it was pretty much the same. They made him put on a tutu. What's his name? Bonehead didn't like him. You know, he ran out, fell into a vat of toxic waste, and he turned into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. But I do like the little dry humor that they had in the cartoon. And yeah, it was only 13 episodes because it didn't catch on like Captain Planet, and I thought it was cooler than Captain Planet because I did not like Captain Planet growing up. I couldn't stand Captain Planet. It felt like a punishment cartoon for me. Like, it was just like, you know, Captain Planet come on, I'll be like, oh boy. You know, but when Toxic Crusaders came on, and yes, believe it or not, Toxic Crusaders had a pretty decent budget when it I couldn't stand Captain Planet. I couldn't stand Captain Planet. I never liked Captain Planet. Never liked him. Even when people were trying to give me the toys, I'd be like, no, thank you. I remember my aunt was like, yo, you want Captain Planet? I was like, nope. Never was into Captain Planet. I just felt it just felt like it was corny. Like I just wasn't for me. Captain Planet. I was like, nope. My villains and heroes got to blow up some stuff and beat up some stuff and, you know, all that shit. And yes, I did see the one with Don Cheadle. I would like that Captain Planet, but I don't like the rest. Yeah, Tim. You know, Tim liked Captain Planet. He used to love Captain Planet. He was like, Mom, I can't watch Captain Planet. He didn't want to watch G.I. Joe. He didn't want to watch Bionic Sticks. He didn't want to watch Sectors or nothing cool. He wanted to watch Captain Planet. Because he was like, Tim was like the kid. You could tell Tim had that flat top, like the Planeteer and shit. He was the black kid. It's a cartoon that made you choose between either that or golf on the channel or cooking on Pete. Exactly. Because they would show that cartoon at the end. It was the last cartoon to come on. And that's when you knew cartoons was over. Because you knew, like, oh man, Captain Planet and all. But I know some people that love Captain Planet. I was always on it. I never liked Captain Planet. Like, honestly, I don't, even if they remake the toys, you wouldn't see me review them because I don't like Captain Planet. Never liked Captain Planet. I felt as though it was like, I don't know. I want to see some stuff blow up or like whatever. I didn't want to see Captain. I don't want to know, you know. But Toxie to me made it cooler in terms of being an environmentally crusader where that was trying to clean up everything. Because Dr. Killamov was essentially a roach from the planet Smogula trying to fuck up our planet. Plus, I love Toxie because he was from New Jersey. He came from New Jersey. So I was like, oh man. And I didn't care they were always calling New Jersey disgusting. Yeah, see what I tell you. Timothy Mitchell loved Toxic Avenger. I mean, he loved Captain Planet. Loved him. Can you beat up Captain Planet throwing garbage at him? Yeah, exactly. All you got to do is throw some garbage on him. So New Jersey would have been off limits to him. He wouldn't have been able to handle Jersey. He wouldn't have been able to handle Jersey at all. So With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And remember, when you're... Who is calling me? Always. Hold on. And remember, when you buy a toy, what do? You bust it open and let it breathe, baby. Yeah, you let it breathe. Ain't that right, Kenny? Ain't that right? You let that thing breathe, right, boy? Right, boy? Kenny, OG Dick Richards says there was an episode where some villain disabled him by unloading a dump truck on him. Yeah, like, come on. Come on. Regular G.I. Joe Cobras could have done that to him. Like, come on. No. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. I love you guys, and I will see you all. I had no friends, no girl who loved me till I got radioactive ugly. Yeah, I'm sitting on top of the world, yeah, with my tutu and girl. Wow, toxic crusaders, toxic crusaders, toxic.